Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sophia Jeeves and I am the Mood Lady. Today's topic is survive versus thrive. We're going to talk about what those two things are and how we can transition from one to the other. So let's get started. The idea for this video came about yesterday. Well, I mean, it's something I'm always thinking about, but it came about yesterday when I was having a very inspirational conversation with a group of girlfriends. And I realized, well, didn't realize, but it kind of became very, very clear to me that because of all my mental health issues and whatever, and my experiences, that I have been living in safe mode for the majority of my life. So survival mode, safe mode. And it kind of got me thinking to the fact that, when I turned 40, I think that was a big eye opener for me because I realized, oh my gosh, like 40 to 60, it's not that far off. And I started going down this thing where it's like, well, what have I done with my life? And now I realize that, perhaps I was being a little too hard on myself, because when you're in survival mode, it basically means that you're just surviving, you're meeting your basic needs, and you're just going from day to day trying to like make sure that your basic needs are met. And that is quite common for a lot of us who have been through trauma or have depression or anxiety. It's just things become kind of you want to build a safe world around yourself, and then that just turns into years and years of just survival mode. Like the years blend into one another, and I think that also had to do for me with the fact that I started taking medication when I was around 40, and that kind of gave me the kind of tiny boost that I needed to just kind of start living. So that's my particular case, and it might be different for you, but yeah, I stayed in my comfort zone for many years, and then I just said, well, I don't want to live this experience anymore. I don't want to feel like, every day is like the next day, and like, when is my life going to start? And so that means that, like, basically I'm in a functional place. And it's another one of the reasons why I wanted to start this channel as well, is because I want to take my life from here to here, and I'm going to do it. And I want you to join me in that, so that, if I can show you what I've been doing, maybe you can show me what you've been doing. And yeah, I went down a kind of spiral there where I said, oh, again, I wasted all those years. But no, like, don't think that the time you spent when you were ill was wasted because you were ill. It is an illness, right? And so we have to be kind with ourselves. So what if you spend a lot of time in your head for periods of your life? It's okay. In the spiritual world, we tend to look at that as a kind of a dark night of the soul, where you have to go through what you have to go through, and hopefully, when you're done walking through that darkness, then you'll be illuminated, right? You'll have well, gosh, it's not like, oh, the light comes out, but you'll be in another place, basically. And for me, I'm in that other place now, but I still feel like I have a lot of learning to do. And so I want to go into thrive mode. So what is thrive mode? Thrive mode is when you're actively kind of living, you're going after goals, you're putting challenging yourself to do things, you're getting to the point where you're trying to live your life to its fullest. And so I want to get there. I feel like I have been getting there. Like, in my particular case, it's been like drops in a bucket. Like, it's all been commuling, great word, compiling, or like drops in a bucket. Tiny little drops have gotten me there, like with all the therapy I did and all the alternative therapy that I did, and all the, the medication was also a big drop in that bucket. So like, I thought to myself, well, yeah, I guess I have been in survival mode for a lot of years, but there's been this teeny tiny part of me that has also wanted to wanted to change, wanted to get better, wanted to start thriving. So that just brings me to the point where, okay, well, how do we go from survival mode to thrive mode? And that is basically that. I think that the answer to that is just taking small steps, teeny tiny challenges, 5 minutes a day. I'm still struggling with the exercise bit. Like if I can just do 5 minutes a day, as an example, and then I could build it to 6 minutes and then 7 minutes. But like in so many other areas too, like the biggest challenge for me with this is, getting in front of the camera. And now that I feel like I've overcome that, it's like I feel like, oh my God, there was a sensation there where like I can do anything. And so if that little boost will help me continue this journey, great. So it's those little, I guess, dopamine boosters that you can give yourself throughout the day to kind of go from survival mode to thrival mode. Thrival. I've just created a word. So and yeah, and then I guess to finish all this is like mindset is a big thing, because I was thinking, oh my God, yeah, I was in survival mode for all that time, but then really there was a little like ray there of sunshine or whatever it is. That's just kind of keep going, keep pushing, keep doing, and that in itself is kind of like a thrive. But I guess I didn't really realize what that was, and so now I'm going to change my mindset. A good friend of mine is, and I'm going to do a whole video about this, is how we refer to ourselves and how we speak about ourselves, because we believe everything we think and everything we say about ourselves and about everything. So I have to really be conscious for me of saying, okay, well, maybe I wasn't so much in survival mode. Yes, maybe 95%, but there was a little tiny part of me that was trying to thrive. And so for you guys out there, if you're actively in a depression or in a deep depression, what I would suggest for you is find 3 seconds of joy in the day, something that is going to put a smile on your face, even though the world feels terrible. And so just even just the act of smiling can change your something will change. I don't know exactly what, but it's like you can change your kind of your energy a little bit by smiling, or just find like little things in the day that bring you joy. Do you love looking at flowers? Like I remember flowers as an example, but when I'm down, I like to listen to stand-up comedy, and like if I can have that belly laugh. That's fantastic. So just finding little moments of your day that bring you joy. And if you're not actively depressed, but you have depression generally, then you can start to look for things that bring you joy extendedly. Like if you like sewing, you can join a sewing class. If you like art, you can go to the art gallery and just sit and stare at a painting for a while, or you name it. But it's that idea of bringing this new energy into you and into your life, just for small snippets of time. That will start to help shift that internal thing from being in survival mode to thrive mode, in addition to giving yourself little challenges to accomplish, and that sense of accomplishment, and I guess that dopamine boost that you get from, yay, I did it. Even if it's from walking from your house to the mailbox down the street. If that gives you that boost, that's awesome. You did it. Keep going. And then I guess that's the third thing is the consistency of it is, and that's such a hard thing when you have anxiety or depression, to keep up consistent patterns. And it's taken me years, and I'm still not there, but those patterns, consistent patterns, are like scientifically proven to help push you through those moments of lethargy. So yeah, that would be how I would suggest to go from going into survival mode, going from survival mode, to thrive mode. It's not a one-step thing. It's baby steps. And if you've seen this movie, it just reminds me of this really hilarious movie with Bill Murray in it, where he's a mental health patient, and Richard Dreyfuss is the psychiatrist, and he like ties him to a mast on a boat, and then he just spends like 10 minutes like going, I'm sailing. It was kind of like, I really recommend that you watch that clip. It's hilarious, but it was for him to just, push him outside of his comfort zone, and he wasn't sailing at all, which was the funny thing. He was just literally tied to this mast on the boat. But yeah, just doing those little things, maybe not to that extreme, but to make little shifts in your day that can help you move towards thrive mode. That's it for me. I'm the Mood Lady. Follow, hit like, hit follow, subscribe, whatever platform you're on. Join me on this adventure called life, where we look at all things mental health and try to glow up in this life experience. See you next time.